Man, so another day of just some crazy matches at the Club World Cup. We've got our next two knockout teams that made it to the round of 16. And, at this point, I'm not even that surprised saying this, but Atletico Madrid didn't do enough today. And they are the first, I guess you could say, giant in this tournament to go out. A team that people would 100% be expecting to play in a FIFA Club World Cup round of 16. A team that's always in the Champions League, round of 16, round of 8 usually, and now they're not even in the Club World Cup round of 16. Botafogo do just enough today where Botafogo really got rewarded with a big win against PSG to really be the difference in them advancing through, and they will now be the second seed coming out of this group. PSG ends up getting the first seed today by goal differential. We look at the final group, guys, with Atletico Madrid. Before we break down the game today, Seattle Sounders do not get 1 point in this group, which does not surprise me. All three of these football teams are far superior to Seattle Sounders. PSG took care of them 2-0 today. Botafogo, man, they were really lacking in this game today. A little bit of what they had in the first two games with connecting the dots up top. But, man, it's just such a hard team to break down and to really get away from. And this is going to be a nightmare matchup for anyone in the round of 16. It really is. I feel for any team that's going to have to play this team because the way they're able to defend, the way they're able to dig deep for the result, I mean, beating the European champions, guys, they beat PSG. So this team can theoretically beat anybody. Anyone looking at the round of 16 saying, Botafogo, this is going to be a game that this team beats Botafogo. Bro, they beat PSG. So I don't want to hear anything. This team can beat anybody. They lost today. Atletico Madrid, however, had 3 expected goals, only got 5 shots on target out of 23, and it was Griezmann who had the first goal in the 87th minute. He was at the back post. He had a really nice finish. I think it was on his right foot. It was a good finish, and they were able to finally get past Botafogo. It just felt like all game Botafogo did what they did to everybody, where no one can get past these guys, man. They just are able to get to the spot, and they care more, and they play so physical. It's honestly so impressive, and I love watching this team. I love watching Palmeiras. I love watching Fluminense. I love watching Flamengo. I'm not missing any of these games because these guys care so much, all right? And at this point, am I going to be surprised if we get to the last 4 teams in this tournament and it's not at least 2 Brazilian sides? No. I'm actually going to be surprised that we don't see 2 Brazilian sides in the semifinals because I think these are just massive upset catalysts, massive knockout drama, and when we were going into this today, Atletico Madrid had some nice, favorable odds in this game. And I was like, what? Overall, in terms of to advance out of the group, even with the goal differential, they still are not getting the respect that they deserve, these Brazilian teams. But yeah, man, Atletico Madrid go out, and ultimately what really hurt them is that they lost in opening day with that ass spanking to PSG. I mean, PSG destroyed them. Now, as for, just to go over the PSG game real quick, as for this, I watched the game. It wasn't close. Vitinha, I want to see this guy playing with Pedri at some point, and Hakimi had such a good game today. So PSG take care of business. Obviously, they will be one of the scarier teams to play in the knockouts. Very scary. As for Atletico Madrid, do you make too much of this? No, you were in a really tough group. I think not too many people really saw this group as the group of death. But when you add in a Brazilian side with such history like Botafogo with PSG and Atletico Madrid, I mean, man, getting out of that group for anybody was a tough task. It was on points a three-way tie for first place. Now, look, let's kill the narrative right now. Let's kill the narrative that I'm seeing on Twitter, that I'm seeing on Instagram, where people like to talk about, these European teams are underperforming because they're tired. Okay, well, let's take a look at this. Botafogo, in the 1-year span where this tournament, before it started and, a year back, they played 18 more matches than Atletico Madrid. They played pretty much 20 to 25%, if not more, matches than Atletico Madrid. Okay, there's no excuses. They wanted it more. And honestly, these Brazilian teams, they're so impressive. The top 4 in official matches out of all the teams in this tournament has been all from the Brazilian sides by a lot. It's like 15 or 20 more than any of the next teams. So it's pretty crazy to think about how much they have played already in the last year and what they're going out there and what they're doing. I believe all of the Brazilian teams are all in position to qualify for the knockouts, which would be 100% of the teams that got into this tournament from that league. We have to be saying this league is a top 6 league at least, man. It has to be. Now, Simeone's going out sad. What can Simeone learn from this? He did end up getting the result against Botafogo today, but, I mean, man, any of these squads in Europe that want to execute some defensive style, man, got to teach the passion. That's what they got to teach. Now let's talk about some fun stuff here. I want to talk about this. Now look at this. Club rankings. Atletico Madrid ranked pretty much in the top 10. 11th, man. Some teams moved up recently, some teams moved down. Pretty much around that 9 to 10, 11, 12 range of rankings. Botafogo ranked at 41. Before this tournament, Botafogo was ranked like 50. Okay? So a massive gap in ranking. Should there be that big of a gap? They did out-create them a lot today, but I'll tell you this, man. Them coming out of that group is crazy. And again, we look at this, and this is the really early stage of the knockouts. It's such an early stage because we only have 3 teams qualified. Tonight, we've got some massive matches. We're going to talk about that in the video just briefly because, it's not too relevant because by the time a lot of you see this, it'll probably already have happened. PSG Flamengo, man, might be meeting each other if they can both win their first match in the quarterfinals. And that's what I'm saying, bro. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're PSG. I don't care if you're Real Madrid. It's wild, man. If any of these teams, all these teams that are not Brazilian are going to be shaking. If they see all 4 of these Brazilian teams qualifying, which it looks like it's on for right now, we'll go over it right now in a second. I mean, man, it's the last team you want to see. Last team you want to see. And it's not a group play where you can kind of avoid losing or drawing against one of these Brazilian sides and then making it up on the other teams. They are looking like scary hours. We take a look at some of the groups right now, guys. Palmeiras and Inter Miami are playing tonight. Palmeiras are pretty much through. I would be shocked, man, if Inter Miami beat Palmeiras tonight. I would be shocked. That's probably the best or second best out of all the Brazilian teams that is playing, but they're all fantastic. So that group has some drama tonight. I'm not going to go over that too much because those are the results tonight, and some of you guys will see this video. So look, Botafogo is going to be playing the winner of 1A. So, listen, there's a chance tonight that this could go where if these 2 teams draw, I mean, really, is there a way that Palmeiras is not getting first place? I mean, if Inter Miami won, right, and Porto wins, and let's say Inter Miami won by a goal, Palmeiras would be, +1, and then Porto would have to win by a couple, so that's like a rare scenario. So, yeah, guys, honestly, it does look like Botafogo is going to be playing against Palmeiras. Wow, that's crazy. And then 1C and 2D would be below. So 1C would be Bayern Munich if all goes well, and then 2D would be Chelsea or Flamengo. It looks like Chelsea right now. So, man, Bayern or Chelsea potentially playing one of the Brazilian sides. I mean, I'm telling you, these knockouts are going to be absolutely incredible, man. And for me, the Brazilian sides have just been the story of this tournament. You look at Group D, Flamengo, first place, right? And they're playing the team that's last in the group, so they've secured first place, you would think. You go down a little further, Fluminense, who's winning Group F, the Brazilian side. And they're also going to be playing the Sundowns, who are definitely still in it with the 3 points that they got in the opening week. Dortmund are playing Ulsan, who's the worst in the group. So you expect Dortmund to get 3 points there. But as long as Fluminense get a point or a win, they will be through as well. Guys, man, it's just such an exciting tournament to look forward to. I'm so excited to watch the knockouts, man, which will be starting next week. Overall, when I look at these knockouts, is there a team that I favor? You see the other 2 that are qualified. Flamengo is going to be playing 2C, so they will be playing potentially Benfica, potentially. And then we look at PSG, and PSG is going to be playing, PSG is playing 2A. Oh, boy. So if PSG, oh, my God. PSG Inter Miami, I mean, even that's an iconic matchup, but it could also be Porto, guys. Porto are definitely still in it. Even Al Ahly are in it, but they're even lower on goal difference. I'm not sure what's going to happen in that match, and that's why, look, there's still a lot of unknown as we head into these knockouts, guys. But, if there was a favorite, if there was someone that I would predict to make a run to the final, it would be hard to go against PSG. They've been out possessing, dominating, creating so many chances, and we know that they're more than capable of producing in the knockouts. That would be quite the accomplishment as well if they go and win the Club World Cup literally 2 weeks after they won the Champions League. So if there's a favorite for me at this point, it's gotta be PSG. I think Bayern Munich have looked pretty strong, and it would be hard for me to pick against some of these Brazilian sides at this point, guys, making a crazy run and kind of doing not the Cinderella, but let me tell you, no one was expecting them to win. Man City had a really strong win last night, guys. Juventus are playing really well as well. They're going to duel. I think that's going to give us a little bit more information about really how good those 2 are, because I've been feeling like the 3rd and the 4th place team that is in that group haven't been as strong as some of these other 3rd and 4th place teams, haven't been as strong as a Monterrey or an Al Hilal or a Salzburg. So that's going to teach us a lot about those 2 teams in their current form. As I said in the video the other day, Yildiz looks crazy. And Man City have been on a roll. They haven't even conceded this tournament, so let's not sleep on those two teams. Guys, I can't wait. I'm going to get offline now because I've been online too much today. I wanted to react to these games. The Brazilian teams are OP. I absolutely love it. I love the brand of football they play. It's the football that I like. It's not the football that everybody likes, but I love it. And, man, they're getting results. Atletico Madrid are out. PSG and Botafogo are number 2 and number 3 round of 16 qualifiers. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.